Are mortgage rates going to stay above 6% as home prices grow? Hey guys, Patrick Donovan, XP Realty, part of the Johnson Group here in beautiful Savannah, Georgia. And today we're going to be going over the housing stats for the three hottest markets in our area, Savannah, Pooler, and Richmond Hill. But we're also going to be going over a Realtor.com article. It's the housing forecast for 2025. So you don't want to miss this video. It's going to tell us, what Realtor.com expects is going to happen over the next year. And on our channel, we like to give housing updates for the Savannah area, talk about how to buy a home, how to sell a home, if you need a mortgage, if you need insurance, with everything it takes to buy and sell a home, we do it here. And if you're into that kind of thing, please consider subscribing to my channel, sharing this video with your family and friends. They may be into the same thing too. You never know. So let's just get right into this article. I'm going to read through the article, compare it back and forth with the Savannah stats so you can see how we stack up against the nation. So let's just get into this article. All right. Here it is, Realtor.com. Housing forecast 2025. Mortgage rates to stay above 6% as home prices grow. This is by Keith Griffin. Wrote this thing today. He just whipped it out today. So I figured, why not go over it? All right. So here we go. Mortgage rates will continue to average above 6% next year, and home prices will keep rising. The Realtor.com economic research team predicts the new 2025 housing forecast. I'm going to link this article down in the description. If you want to go to this and look at the forecast, there's a link right there. Click on it. It kind of gives you all the minutia for nationwide stats. I'm going over Savannah, Pooler, Richmond Hill. So if you're from a different area, yeah, go to that thing. All right. The report forecasts that mortgage rates will average 6.3% across 2025 and end the year at 6.2%. That's a leg down from the 6.7% average expected across 2024 by year's end, but still well above the 4% historical recorded averages for 2013 to 2019. If you watched my video last week, I talked about this very thing, how rates were held low for very, very long time. So it's caused what is called a lock-in effect or golden handcuffs, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But I kind of want to show you, I want to stop at this point and talk about mortgage rates and where we're at right now on that. So you can see this is from Mortgage News Daily. They're saying the average fixed conventional loan is 30-year loan is 6.84%. The FHA is 6.18%, and the VA is 6.2%. Now, once again, I'm not a lender, okay? So this is not your rate. If you need to find out what your rate is, you need to get with a lender. If you don't have one, I got you. No problem. I'll hook you up, all right? But that's what's going on right now for the rates, okay? The next part, he says home prices will grow additional 3.7% through next year, okay, after rising 4% this year and 1.1% in 2023, the forecast indicates. Sales of previously owned homes are projected to tick up to 4.07 million, a 1.5% gain from this year, but still sluggish compared to 2013 to 19, okay, which the historical average then was 5.28. So we're going to talk about the rising price in the Savannah area. We're going to go through the median home sales price. So in last year, the average or the median home sales price was $350,700 in Savannah. This year, $373,379, up by 6.5%. In Pooler is $384,774 this year. $250, down by 3.5%. And in Richmond Hill is $424,605 last year. This year, $450,995, up by 6.2%. So we're above that 3.7% in Savannah and Richmond Hill, but obviously below it in the Pooler area. All right. So that's where we're at on home prices. Now, the supply of homes for sale, a persistent challenge for home buyers in recent years, will continue to improve, rising 11.7% across 2025, the forecast predicts. New home construction will continue to expand, jumping 13.8% from 2024 to 1.1 million new units started next year, according to the forecast. All right. This past year brought us a surprising upward trend in home price growth, despite the persistence of high mortgage rates and rising inventory. Realtor.com says mortgage rates are expected to keep mortgage payments essentially unchanged in 2025 despite continued home price growth. So I want to just show you right now, when we talk about the supply of homes for sale, we're going to talk about our house. So we're going to go new listings and just talk about that real quick. So last year, new listings in Savannah is 340 homes. This year, 387 homes, up by 13.8%. In Poole, there was 65 homes last year. This year, 68, up by 4.6%. In Richmond Hill, last year was 80. This year, 78, down by 2.5%. But here's the real number right here. This homes for sale number right here, okay? This is an astonishing number right here. And they talk about this, right, where it was hard for home buyer, the supply of homes is hard for buyers to find homes that they like. But check this out. All right, since last year, all right, November of last year, Savannah, homes for sale, 916 homes for sale. This year, 1,300 homes for sale, up by 42%. In Pooler, 148 homes for sale last year. This year, 206, up by 39%. In Richmond Hill, last year was 206. This year, 341, up by 65%. And when you look at how many homes are on the market compared to last year, 2017, okay? Now, I'm talking about then they're going to go more in this article about the housing shortage. But if you look in 2017, there was 2,763 homes on the market between these three markets. Right now, it's at 1,847. That's down by 43%. So we have 43% less homes on the market than we did in 2017. Okay, and that's why they say the housing market is depressed. Okay, now let's go to the forecast for home buyers. So if you're a home buyer, you want to pay attention to this. Well, you should pay attention to the whole thing, right? Forecast for home buyers. Okay, the outlook for prospective home buyers are mixed, with the forecast projecting that mortgage rates will remain elevated even as other buyer-friendly elements take shape in the housing market. Home buyers hoping for a lasting return of September's near 6% mortgage rates will likely be disappointed. Like I said, it's going to be average between 6.3 to 2025. There will be a volatility around this average, so shoppers may catch a lucky break, but our advice is to plan to budget between the mid sixes. Okay, so what they're talking about, 6.3 to 6.5 is what they think it's going to happen. Okay, as measured by the typical share of income spent on home payments, affordability remains near record lows. The forecast projects slight improvements in affordability in 2025, but any gains will likely come from growing wages or increased disposable income from tax breaks rather than falling home prices. On the upside, the report indicates, and well, actually, before I go there, I want to talk about what they mean by the affordability being really low. And we're going to do our mortgage calculator here, okay? So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to show you what happened in 2021 when I bought a home. And this is just talking about the difference between 2021 and now, okay? We talk about the prices of homes. So in 2021, November, okay, you see home price was $268,322. The median home sale price now in Savannah, $373,379. We're going to use those two numbers as our mortgage calculator indicates. So here you go. The mortgage calculator is going to tell us how much our payments were when I bought, because this is basically saying, like, I want to tell you, when they talk about home affordability, I'm in the same boat. I could not sell my current home right now and then afford to rebuy it back because of the interest rates. And I'm going to show you that real quick. So if you bought a median home sale price in Savannah, $268,322, right? I had a VA loan. So, and this is not the price of the home I bought, but I'm just kind of giving you an example. VA loan, 0 down payment, okay? Interest rates back then, 2.75, right? Which puts you at a payment of $1,700. And then I just want to show you home insurance, taxes, HOA, okay? Your payment, $1,728.73, okay, right? Now, if you tried to buy a median home sales price today, which is $373,379, okay? and the interest rate of 6.2, because that's the VA loan rate right now. The difference is almost $1,200 a month. If I wanted to buy my own home right now, it cost me $1,200 more. So that's what they're saying, affordability being a major issue when it comes to home buyers, okay? On the upside, though, the report notes recent shifts that favors buyers, such as growing supply of homes for sale and an increase in number of listings with price reductions, okay? The supply of homes on the market has recently grown to levels not seen since December of 2019, just before COVID. And roughly 20% of the listings are now seeing price reductions, signaling a market tipping more in favor of buyers. In October, major markets with at least half of the active listings featured price reductions, including Cincinnati, Salt Lake City, Denver, Phoenix, and Indianapolis. The top 10 markets for the share of listing with price cuts were located in either Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, led by Urbana, Ohio, with a price reduction rate of 71% of the homes on their market had price reductions, which is basically what they're saying is 71% of the people that are listing their homes in that area overpriced their homes, okay? The forecast notes that altogether, buyers should expect a friendlier, less competitive housing market than in the past. Although one that remains costly due to still high mortgage rates and home prices. While more inventory means buyers will likely have more time to make a purchase decision in 2025 market, or in any market, excuse me, a fast-acting buyer will have a higher likelihood of making a winning offer, says Realtor.com. For this reason, it's wise to get prepared financially and for the home search overall. Here's the thing they're trying to say, okay? And here's the thing. If you are thinking about buying a home, right now is the time to talk to a lender. Once again, if you don't have one, I can give you several lenders in our area, okay? Be prepared. Understand the home buying process. My channel is full of videos that talk about how to prepare to buy a home. You know what I'm saying? Getting prepared for that down payment, understanding what's the difference between closing costs and down payment, which is very confusing for some reason. Down payment and closing costs are different. So if you're not ready to buy, do some research. Go on my channel. Check out all the stuff I talk about for home buyers, because then when you find the right home, and if you're prepared, you get your credit checked out, you get all your documents to a lender, and you are ready to go to pull the trigger. Let's say you don't buy a home in that 6 months, say you don't buy a home in, the next 3 or 4 months, right? But you're prepared. When that perfect home comes to the market, you can jump on it, and then you can get ahead of everybody because you're already ready. I don't know how many buyers come into a home buying scenario trying to find that home first before they prepare to buy the home. It is a backwards way of thinking. You have to be prepared to buy a home before you find your home. And this is kind of what Daniel Hale is talking about. Be ready. Be prepared. Get the knowledge down. It's out there. There's no reason why you shouldn't understand how to buy a home. The knowledge is out there. So if you're looking to buy a home next year, be prepared, okay? And of course, give me a call. All right, let's go to the next part. And like I said, you can go to the article down below in the description if you want to see all those bars and stuff. Now, talking to home sellers here. Here we go. Forecast for home sellers in 2025. The forecast projects that lingering constraints of supply, inventory, and strong demand, especially in desirable locations, could give sellers the upper hand in price negotiations in certain areas. The latest Realtor.com market hotness report for October indicate that many of the top markets for buyer demand were located in the Northeast and Midwest, led by Manchester, New Hampshire, for the 10th month in a row. As noted above, the market is shifting from a strong seller's market to one in which buyers and sellers are more balanced in the market power, okay? As a result, sellers need to price carefully to attract buyers, especially in markets where affordability is an issue. Savannah, we're getting very close to that tipping point where people just can't afford to buy these homes. Okay, you see, they're putting up rental homes all over the place because of this problem. Okay, the report recommends that flexible selling strategies such as offering incentives to buyers could help sellers stand out in a more competitive market. While there's potential for a favorable market for sellers, the overall landscape will depend largely on how economic conditions, interest rates, and housing supply evolve over the first few months of next year. Okay, and I just want to show you while we're here for sellers. Okay, days on market. Okay, I want to show you what happened with the days on market. So last year, days on market were 56 days on market in November in Savannah. This year, 50. We're down by almost 11%. In Pooler, average days on market was 44 this year, is 115, up by 161%. Whoa, okay. They got a lot fewer homes on the market. We got to dig into that number. That looks a little bit crazy, but that's 3 months right there, okay? Or 4 months, excuse me. And in Richmond Hill, 79 days last year. This year, 64 days, down by 19%. So days on market, it's starting to come down. Last month it was higher. Okay, months of supply, and months of supply is when how many homes are on the market currently. If no other homes came to the market, it would take in Savannah 4.3 months of supply. Then it would be tapped out. In Pooler, it's 3 months of supply. In Richmond Hill, it is 4.2 months of supply. Okay. So that was the market stats for the Savannah area. And talking about this forecast from Realtor.com, when they're talking about average interest rates being 6.3%, just be prepared for that to stay the course, okay? But also, you just need to know, if you're looking for homes with a reduced rates, new construction homes are on the rise, and they're filling in those gaps where home buyers need, because they're offering 4.49%, 5%, 5.5% interest rates for home buyers coming in new construction. If you're looking to sell your home, you can do the same thing. All you have to do is get with the lender, see how much it would cost to buy down rate, and then you would be able to do the same thing that the new construction people are doing with selling your home. And I promise you, if you give incentives like that, you would stand out tremendously from the market. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you got any value from this video, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe with your family and friends. And I really appreciate you watching this point, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.